Casting Eliza Roberts opens up about disturbing encounter with Timothy Busfield. Eliza Roberts, the sister-in-law of Hollywood star Julia Roberts, spoke up about her alleged experience with actor Timothy Busfield. Busfield, who appeared in The West Wing, was indicted on 4 counts of sexual contact with a child by a grand jury on February 6th. He pleaded not guilty and continues to deny all allegations of wrongdoing. The indictment followed a well-documented investigation by New Mexico police, who issued a warrant for his arrest in January 2026 on 2 charges. A manhunt, which included help from the National Guard, ensued, but the star ultimately turned himself in to authorities on January 15th. As part of the investigation, authorities spoke with individuals who previously worked with Busfield. Roberts, the wife of Eric Roberts, was among those who spoke with police, and she spoke with the Mirror US about her experience and the hopeful impact of sharing her story. It comes as Busfield's Strays co-star Claudia Christian speaks up about alleged on-set inappropriate behavior. Toxic truth about Savannah Guthrie's Today Show return revealed. Read more, Barron Trump's unusual medical reason that stops him from being drafted into WW3. In a recording of the police interview obtained by the Mirror US, she explained that many people in the entertainment industry found Busfield to be a sweet guy. However, Roberts, who is a casting director, allegedly had a run-in with him at a library in the 1980s. She claimed that after speaking with him while snagging some books, he came up to her at her car. He just started the stream of crazy, very graphic sex talk, Roberts told the police. It was very bizarre, it was very disturbing, it was extremely aggressive, and it was totally uninvited. Further, she described his alleged words as relentless as she tried to navigate herself out of the situation. After rolling up her window and driving off, she claimed Busfield followed her to a gas station. However, she was on the phone with her ex-husband and stayed on until Busfield left. It was just a creepy moment with the guy who obviously was ill, she claimed. Roberts described Busfield as compulsive to the Mirror US, claiming he cannot resist his urges. However, Roberts added, he's not delusional to the point where he doesn't know what he's done. He knows, he just wishes no one else did. Honesty, though, is what Roberts is seeking. She offered her story to aid prosecutors in building their case and establishing a pattern of behavior. Justice looks like an admission by him as to his own actions, she explained to the Mirror US. According to Roberts, this wasn't an isolated incident, as she heard claims made by other individuals against Busfield of a similar nature. While Roberts did not specify who made the claim against Roberts, there was a 1994 lawsuit filed against Busfield with claims of sexual assault. Busfield at the time denied the allegations, and the case was dismissed. Justice would also have victims of predators getting good help and a means of focusing on healing the trauma, she added. According to a separate allegation, Busfield allegedly begged an accuser to forego police involvement in exchange for him to seek therapy. In a pretrial detention motion filed on January 14th, another victim's father claimed his daughter was sexually assaulted at just 16 years old. Busfield allegedly begged the family not to report to law enforcement if he received therapy, which the father was empathetic to do since he was a therapist himself. Since that did not work, effective remedies need to be sought, Roberts said. In the past, Roberts chose to keep her story private, avoiding legal action in part due to the fear of being disbelieved. However, after hearing about the search warrant, she hoped to hear an acknowledgement from Busfield that would enable his victims to begin healing. In fact, she wouldn't have felt compelled to speak out if he had done so.